Plastic surgery is a billion-dollar industry across the world, and it can become a trend sometimes. Some people are willing to go to another country, such as Mexico, to get the best deals on procedures. But for 4 women, their goal to have the perfect body at a lower price came with a big cost. For Cordelia, after multiple surgeries allegedly with the same doctor, she struggles to cope with the lifetime results. So we traveled to San Antonio to show a plastic surgeon Cordelia's decade-long scar and was shocked by what he saw. According to Laredo police, this is the area where sadly the 35-year-old woman passed away, and also 2 National Guard members were injured in this accident. Now, dozens of empty trailers are now what remains here at the yellow freight location here at the 8,000 block of Killam International Boulevard, as where many families are now left without a job. But with this new road, drivers can take Highway 83 and reach out to cities like Carrizo Springs and even to Eagle Pass, and even reach out to other states such as New Mexico. Texas lawmakers, including Senator Ted Cruz, are all in favor of this new proposal. From every corner of Webb County, we've shown you the dangers of illegal crossings.
1, 2, 3, back.
EMTs on standby, and the gadgets they use. This is what the Laredo Border Patrol sector faces. But we headed 40 miles south to Zapata and met with Border Patrol there, where their operations, although similar, they're not the same.
We're next to the busiest sector. We're one of the busiest sectors in the nation, which is the Rio Grande Valley sector. And we're next to the Laredo South Station, which is the busiest station in the Laredo sector. We're right in the middle, so we do have our fair share.
Enrique Martinez, Border Patrol agent, says over the course of his 24 years with the agency, he's seen more and more illegal crossings. From the young to the experienced, many of the agents have had a hard time catching smugglers, especially with the environment as a factor.
It's complex. I'm going to call it complex. Complex in the sense that the terrain is very difficult. We've been lacking the technology.
This is part of that piece of equipment you told me, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, which has been very successful, obviously, here for our agents.
But over the years, much has changed for the Zapata Border Patrol Station. Martinez says with the recent technology equipment, they are ready to secure the border, especially when Title 42 comes to an end. But what are these tools they use to keep the Zapata border safe? Well, starting from the ground.
What we have here is a remote video surveillance system. What we refer to are the RVSS, and it's just cameras that allow us to pretty much detect anything attempting or coming into the United States.
To all the way up in the sky.
This is another piece of technology that we have here in this particular area, in the Zapata area in particular, which is the aerostat. It's just like any other. It's like any other camera. Instead of sitting static, as far as the towers, that the other one that you saw, the RVSS, this is on a blimp that just goes up and down, and that's the way we monitor the activity.
And even on water, as they use their marine units to watch over Falcon Lake.
This is another portion of our area responsibility, which is the lake, Falcon Lake here at the Zapata Station. We cover approximately 25 miles of what it is, the body of water that we cover. As you have seen, it's very different type of operations, a little bit different than land operations. It is challenging in the sense that it's wide open. We have a lot of, it's just a wide area. We've seen a combination of everything from people or narcotics entering or attempting to enter here throughout this area.
Unfortunately, the agency is reporting 7 migrant deaths this year in the area, but they aim to keep those numbers down. Agent Martinez ensures his community they will protect them no matter the cost.
We have a fantastic working relationship with everybody, with all the other law enforcement communities, and I can say that we do our best to keep our community safe.
For KGNS News, I'm Christian Del Rio.
We felt like a shake in the house, boom, at one point.
Trees fall into the ground, roof panels on cars, billboard signs, and street lights knocked over. On Wednesday, both cities of Rio Bravo and El Cenizo looked like a scene out of a natural disaster movie. KGNS arrived at the city of El Cenizo, where we spotted torn rooftops, street lights, and even significant damage outside of Liliana Rivera's property.
Well, it was like around 10:30, the storm started getting really, really bad, and all we heard was like a really loud bang. So my husband came out and checked, and we saw that the whole wall was down. The whole wall fell off.
And then it got really, really bad, and that's when I heard the whole house shook.
Kurt Trich, also an El Cenizo resident, tells us how his four-legged friend sensed Tuesday's big storm.
This dog here, about 8:30 last night, before the weather started, she never comes in the house. And my wife was going into the house, and she ran in the house, and she wouldn't want to get out the house. That's before it even started yet.
As we left the city of El Cenizo, we arrived at the city of Rio Bravo, where more damages were seen almost on every corner. However, one house located at the 500 block of Rio Nilo Street was nearly torn away. The family, who did not want to be on camera, showed us the damages in and out of the house, including the dining room, the living room, and even the outside of the house's porch. All of it completely destroyed.
We have families who their houses have collapsed to them, completely gone. I do not have any reports of anybody who has thankfully been hurt or wounded or nothing by that sort. And I hope that we keep it that way. And as far as right now, I just think that it's the damages that have greatly affected our city.
City officials from both Rio Bravo and El Cenizo called this event a historical natural disaster. But now, citizens continue to pick up the pieces of what once they called their forever home. For KGNS News, I'm Christian Del Rio.